Our beloved 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now live in over 2,500 locations across the United States. We're now available in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, and Texas. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, enter your city or zip, and find the nearest location closest to you. Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by GhostBed.com. Yeah, welcome to Drinkin' Bros, kids. The old Sunday night show that we film on Fridays. I'm already drinking some Hard AF Seltzer. I've got a lot of people have been asking, we've got the new green apple here in studio. It won't hit stores, though, until
like 2 weeks.
Next week, yeah.
Maybe next week.
I think Illinois actually got all the new flavors. Michigan will get all the new flavors.
Depending on where you are. If you're in a state, if you're in Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, probably the week after next. I would
say so, yeah. I know we're out of the old.
Yeah.
And in with the new. So congratulations to us. That's fun. That's fun, isn't it? And this green apple. My God, man. I've had about 50 this week. Mm-hmm. And I can't stop drinking it. I love it. But also, it's the DNC convention week. And let's face it, we're all going to need to be drinking this week. This will be the first time that we actually hear her speak in public, which is strange. That'll be roughly 31, 32 days since we've seen her out. She's only done a handful of rallies, too, which is also strange for Kamala Harris. They got a fun, flirty new poster for it. Bob, you want to pull that up there? If you're watching on YouTube, tell me if you've seen this poster before. Go to Drudge Report. It's got it up. Right in front and center there on the home page. There it is. So it's identical to Hope Solo's asshole. That's right behind me, essentially.
Well, Hope was the 2012. So it started out, no, Hope was 2008.
2008?
And then...
Who was that, Shepard Fairey?
Or was it Change?
No, I think Hope was Shepard Fairey, right, Bob?
That would be Barack Obama. What are you talking about the artist?
The artist who did it.
I don't fucking know.
Shepard Fairey. And I it was pretty famous, but it's identical to that. Pull it up real quick. Pull up the 2008 Obama one.
Yeah, that's right. Shepard Fairey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was 2008. I can't remember. Hold on, let's see what 2012 was.
I got to meet him, and I asked him about it, by the way. He said he didn't get dick off of it. Just kind of took off into the ether, but it wasn't commissioned for it, I guess. So, yeah, now pull up the side-by-side. It's almost identical here, and that's what they're going with. Not that I blame him. Obama's still the Democrats' biggest star.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but forward was Hillary Clinton in 2016 with a little arrow, and it's H and then an arrow going to the right.
Let's see that one. I haven't seen that. I don't remember that one. Forgive me. I remember the glass ceiling stuff, but I don't remember the forward.
The ceiling's there for a reason, right? So you don't get lost.
That's right.
And this actually might be why she lost the election, because it's a red arrow pointing to the right away from blue stuff.
Maybe it
was subconsciously, it was just too much for them to take.
That's a strange one. But look, Hollywood is all there. We're only doing IPs and remakes. So I guess this kind of makes sense. A lot of people are saying that this will be the speech of her life. No shit. Because we have never heard her give a speech for more than 8 to 10 minutes. So who fucking knows, man?
Yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen there. I mean, she doesn't know anything. So it'll be like, we'll see how good she is at reading a prompter on the 22nd, for sure.
Because that's a skill in its own right.
It is, yeah. And there's ways to get around. So the prompter will, you can have... Don't read the parts in brackets or parentheses, right, where it says pause or next paragraph or that shit. Obviously, you don't want to read that. But they're there for a reason. So when it says pause, you immediately turn to the other side of the crowd and look at that teleprompter. So it looks like you're scanning the room, right?
Correct, yeah.
And then you can pick back up wherever it is. Usually they'll make the first letter in the new paragraph red or bold or something like that, so you know you're starting over. We'll see if she's any good at that.
It's difficult, man. So I've done it a few times.
Yeah, it's not easy.
The problem is
it takes getting used to. You have to do it a bunch, and
Yep.
she just hasn't done it, man.
No, and you got to get that cadence down. And to your point, because you and I have been to a lot of these things where there's typically one on each side and then one right down the middle, kind of like I'm looking at camera here. And yeah, you look at the one on the left, so it looks like you're addressing the left side of the room, the one on the right, and then the one in the center to go to the people at home watching on television, and to go back and forth between all three prompters and do it with a proper cadence without getting lost is hard for
It's
somebody.
disorienting.
It is.
It is,
A
yeah.
single prompter. I mean, I said to people all the time, like, about even like Biden in 2020, I would just be like, I mean, look, you can say what you want about his brain, but like he's still reading off a prompter pretty good, which is like not nothing.
No,
like,
it's not. I mean, it's even like reading from directly in front of your face, looking up to camera and then looking back down. It's a skill to be able to keep your place. I mean, one of the things I do is if I know I'm going to pause somewhere, if I'm doing a speech or something like that, I'll put like a big chunk of negative space, right, with like a down arrow or some shit like that. So I know, like, if it's at the top of my screen, to look down, and it immediately orients me back to where I need to be. But if you're just trying to read from a big block paragraph, you're fucked. That's
Also,
never going to work.
Most human beings read like the kid from Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Like truly, most human beings, that is their ability to read out loud.
Yeah, because you don't do it that often. It's not a skill that, when we were growing up, yes, it was a skill that we all had, go to the front of the class and do it. Not really that much anymore. I mean, as I'm watching my kids grow up, my oldest is in 5th grade right now. There's not a lot of in front of the class speeches and things like that. They'll do some group stuff where you're like, all right, great, but you don't really do that anymore.
Yeah.
And it's a lost art and skill. So I'll be curious to see how that shakes out for her on Thursday night. Because take somebody like Trump, who can just improv everything, and you don't really need the prompter's just kind of there in case he needs it later. But that's where I'll be curious to see if she'll be able to improv her way to the next line as she's searching for it when she looks right or left. And what you do in that nervousness and that open space where you're like, oh shit, because we've all been there before.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do? Do you that? Or do you laugh? Or do you like scan the room? So think of it as a stand-up comedian, right? There's going to be some people pause and walk around, let the laughter die down or whatever it is, right? The applause die down. And that's part of giving a good political speech, or even like it's that and stand-up comedy are so similar in that regard. You have to know where the applause breaks are, where the laugh breaks are. Otherwise, like if you're telling a 3-pronged joke that just keeps getting weirder and weirder as it goes on, and you tell the second and third part of the joke under heavy applause or laughter, nobody fucking hears it. Why'd you even bother writing it? You know what I mean?
Right.
And if it's a big policy point, or if it's something to contextualize or clarify what you've just said, in a political rally, that would be a better example of that. Then you haven't actually delivered your message. You just made a point and people applauded, but it's for the soundbite too. You want to make sure that gets out clearly. And she's not a very polished speaker like that. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. She also gets angry and frustrated really easily. Like when she was on that, I think it was 60 Minutes in 2019, and the guy was just like, "You're the most liberal senator in the country." He goes, "Oh, no. He goes, "Actually, blah, blah, blah." And she's just like seething, like trying, like smiling, but her eyes are fucking furious the whole time. She just loses her shit. She doesn't maintain her composure. You saw it in Detroit the other day, right?
Yep.
When she got heckled a little bit, which, by the way, those are her voters to win. All she has to do is like, "Hey, I heard you. Got it.
Yeah.
Like, we're working on it. I hear you. I agree with you." Not like, she doesn't have to commit to anything. All she has to do is acknowledge that they were there and be nice. But instead, she got fucking rude the same way that Joe does, right? It's a bad look. It doesn't work well to fucking win favor of people. And that's why BLM has refused to endorse her, said she was an authoritarian. And she's having a big problem with Indian Americans as well, I'm told.
Why is that?
Because they're angry she won't say she's Indian.
Well,
They're fucking pissed off that it's black now and not Indian like it has been for years. Like, I've heard this from a bunch of people in the Indian community.
yeah, I have too. But the interesting part is, and I think Trump said this, or somebody from Fox News, about this chameleon shifting into different races and things like that when it suits you. I think she probably looked at the overall whole of America and said, well, it'd best suit me if I was black. That's the one, and you're willing to sacrifice the Indian voters, because I don't even know how many Indians are in the country. I don't know what that percentage is, so I'm sure her team has sat down with her and said, hey.
5 million.
5 million, okay.
But I would imagine pretty much all of them live in heavy Democrat areas, so I don't know how much of a difference it would really make. We'll see, I guess. Yeah,
because at that point, I think she's probably playing the pick a race game, and that was the one that they settled on of like, hey, we need black, not Indian. There's not enough people out there. So,
yeah, which is funny because all of our, and I don't know if you've experienced this as well, some of our mutual black friends we've talked to about this, but I mean like black people that are apolitical, when I ask them about her, they're like, man, no.
She's not one of us.
Yeah, it's like, you know, and that's a mistake that she created for herself, or an environment she created for herself, because I don't give a fuck what her race is. It's completely of no consequence.
I agree.
To her identity, or to how good of a leader I think she is, or any of that stuff. I don't give a fuck about that. But she made it about race. Mm-hmm. And then she couldn't pick one, right? Not that you have to, like, hey, I'm Indian and I'm black. Say that. Don't try to lean in like, oh, and start doing the accent and shit. I've always been black. Ugh. Yeah. Like, fucking relax, lady.
227?
You've never been to the Southeast, ever. You've never.
I think she went to Howard.
She went to Howard.
Dude,
yeah.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. She lived in private off campus. I guarantee you she lived in an off campus apartment.
All right. Well, Howard actually it's in DC, so
yeah, it is.
Oh, is it really?
But DC is incredibly black.
I didn't even know that.
Back then, especially
what's the
DC
one in
was.
Georgia? I know Emory.
Morehouse.
No, there's
Morehouse
is the one I was thinking of.
Emory's white. Emory's a white college.
Emory's white, but it's in Atlanta.
Yeah, right? Morehouse is down there, and there's a bunch of other. Howard was down there too.
Emory just sounds like it would be black.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Like, Emery and Ivory.
No, that's not how the song goes.
But that's how I picture it.
That's
Is Stevie Wonder doing it? So I understand the blackness to it there. But for her, I will say this: she'll get bailed out by the applause, because RNC, DNC shit, like everybody cheers and then you wait for it. So she'll be able to catch back up on the teleprompter. Then the only person I've ever seen race through it was Biden. There was a time
at the State of the Union. Yeah, man, but
there was a time limit on that fucking injection, and he was just like, "Fuck the applause! Here's everything, and I got to get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, give me some of that. Whatever that juice is, that's what I want.
Well, that juice wore off, and that's the problem.
Yeah, I don't need it. I don't need 90 minutes.
No,
just give me a good 20.
No. Is Walz speaking the same night? Do we know that? Is there a lineup that's out for this?
I think usually the VP goes
before.
The night prior, right?
Okay. Yes, I mean that's what Vance did, and typically I think that's the situation.
And then who are the speakers here? Let's see if I can pull up the DNC lineup. All right, so we got Biden. Biden's going to speak? Really? I mean,
is he?
Okay. Yeah, we'll find out.
That's going to be the shortest of all time.
Okay, so Biden, Obama, Clinton's. Oof. Boy, do you want Bill out there to do this?
I don't know, actually. I mean, I haven't seen him speak publicly in a really long time.
No, and when they sent him Drinkin Bros to meet up with him and all that stuff, he was really frail back then. I don't know what he was going through.
Yeah, who knows? But his skin is basically see-through at this point. He's just got old man syndrome.
How old is he?
He's 80, I think.
Is Clinton 80?
I think he's 77.
He is younger than both Trump and
Biden.
Biden.
I think he's 77.
77 right now?
That's the stat that always goes around. It's like how old it
Yeah, he's 77.
because Biden's out.
Actually, his birthday is on Sunday, so he'll be, or is it Monday? 17, 18. Yeah, Monday is his birthday, so he'll be 78 technically.
Why does he look so much older than Trump? Like, it's just nuts to me.
Well, Trump is
Right.
I hate to use this fucking stupid phrase, but literally built different. He is. He eats fucking McDonald's all the time. He's 78 goddamn years old. He's almost 79. He eats McDonald's all the time. He drinks Diet Cokes all the time. He takes diet pills. Yeah. And somehow he's still even alive is impressive. But to have
smoking golf balls.
To have the stamina that he does both on the course and talking for 90 minutes every day in front of a crowd, I have no idea what the fuck he's taking.
Because the body only has so much battery. He uses what he has to.
Yeah.
Saves his energy.
What do you think?
Sure does.
He's in a fucking like hyperbaric chamber for the other 18 hours a day?
Literally said before.
I think McDonald's really is the fucking cure for all. I really do.
He would also probably look a lot worse if he didn't fake tan. Like if it was
Sure,
his
yeah, he would
real-
have like splotchy liver spot skin. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
But he doesn't drink either. I'm sure that
doesn't
helps.
drink.
He never has. I mean,
No, or drugs.
Yeah, well, diet pills are drugs, but yeah, he's never been a drinker.
But I mean the hard shit.
Yeah.
Like Coke and all that stuff is really going to put the miles on you.
Yeah.
Where he never got into that, and he definitely doesn't drink.
Is that what happened to you?
What do you mean?
Because you're only.
Yeah, I'm 33 years old. I
Yeah.
look great.
No,
And
not for
I look
30 not for 33
amazing
though.
For my age.
No.
And yeah, dude, it's just you're born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline.
I don't. They're not a sponsor, by the way, Maybelline.
No,
Not
they
yet.
should be.
Not yet.
On
Yeah.
the skin, they should be.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a hair sponsor.
You think so?
I haven't decided.
Hims.
No, not like hair regrowth or anything. Just like generally
Yeah.
hair. You know.
Hair. It's in a bag.
Yeah.
Okay, so Biden's going to speak. Obama's going to speak. Bill and Hillary are both going to speak next week. Here's the rundown. Biden will speak Monday night during an opening evening of the convention that will pay tribute. Fuck it, dude. Pay tribute to the 81-year-old Democratic president. You know, what a fucking kick in the dick that is. What a fuck. Imagine Jill and Joe reading this bullshit now. They're going to pay tribute to me. Cool, man. They threw you under a fucking bus. All the entire party, all your fucking donors threw you under a fucking bus, and now they're going to give you some fucking shitty tribute of like, thanks, Joe, for all you done, even though we fucking threw you under a bus, you old bag of shit. God damn it, I'd be pissed off about it. I'd be so angry.
Yeah, I mean that would. I'm not convinced. So Biden's speaking, right?
He is on Monday, it says.
Because there have been 3 or 4 articles over the past 2 or 3 weeks now of like Biden's pissed.
Pissed.
And like you see him,
Jill's pissed.
He'll pop up here and there at an event and talking like he was yelling at Chris Saliza the other day, like, "Hey, then write it that way."
Yeah.
You know, it's like, whoa, dude, relax. You're fucking 82, bud. You're not gonna make it. You know,
Yeah.
if your blood pressure gets too high. I'm not convinced he doesn't say something crazy
Yeah.
at the fucking convention. Like, you know what? This is my fucking job. Fuck you guys.
Wolf of
I
Wall
hope he
Street.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm not fucking
fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
How funny would that fucking be if he did that? I
It'd
mean,
be
that would
awesome.
be, God damn it, that would be so good.
But imagine you get pushed out of your job, and then they're like, hey, by the way, so we kind of need you to speak for the candidate we pushed you out for. You cool with that? Like, will you come and show up? Not only that, on a Monday, that time slot, like that's
Ice cream.
what Amber Rose had last week, for Christ, or 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Like,
that Biden speaking at 4 on the
Monday.
first day?
Yes. The president of the United
the guy,
States, and they
that's-
got him on day one with Amber. That is when Amber Rose spoke for the
Man.
fucking RNC.
I didn't realize that it was.
Day one. But he might have requested that and said, hey, dude, fuck these people.
Well, that's when
Let's
he's
just
best.
get this over
it's
with.
between 9 and 4. That's his peak, right?
So maybe they got him in that time slot, and they were like, hey,
Wait,
all right,
where is
cool.
the DNC? It's in Chicago?
Chicago, yeah.
How far is the nearest Perkins? I know they got Perkins there. How far is the nearest Perkins? He's got to go get that fucking. It's
From what, the United Center, probably?
yeah, probably
Yeah.
from the United Center. Yeah, it's
You gotta
he's-
get that ice cream
He's
in you,
got to
dog.
get. They have some of the best pies, dude. I'm telling you, fresh baked pies from Perkins.
Yeah.
apple, cherry, little scoop of fucking vanilla with the bean in there.
Put my dick in it. Absolutely.
You're gonna tell me that he's gonna go long on his speech? It's like, no, sorry,
No.
I'm out.
That's going to be a quick 8.
How far? Oh, it's like fucking 5 miles.
Look at that, dude.
Right across the river to the east. Fuck yeah, dude. Look at that. He's going to Perkins.
Fuck yeah.
He'll be there by
No,
4:30.
that's an investment management firm.
Ah, you stupid son of a bitch.
Come on. Bob.
What if Biden's watching this
Fuck.
and now his whole fucking day's ruined?
Yeah,
I don't know.
dude.
There's Perkins in Chicago.
There might not be. They're all over
Ohio. Yeah, they're all over the Midwest. Like,
Yeah.
I've been to the ones in Ohio. Tiger Woods would know. Do I need to call Tiger?
But also,
Yeah.
would you want to use an investment firm named Perkins?
No.
I
No.
don't know if I would.
No.
Money's gone. There's no Perkins in Chicago.
No shit.
Man, no wonder that city's
What about
fucked
Illinois?
up.
Yeah, we're going to be there in 2 weeks.
No wonder that city's fucked up. I guarantee you there's one in Champaign.
Oh, if there's one in Champaign, dude, I'll put my... After having
Yeah, look.
16
Well,
ounce
no, there
seltzers.
actually isn't any in Illinois.
There's 4
Well,
in Illinois.
there we
Oh,
go.
I see.
Where are we at?
That's all like southwest of Chicago, though.
It's just putting.
How about champagne
We'll check.
or
Here.
hard AF seltzers, dude? Let's go. We'll be there Thursday night. Come and join us at the tailgates. We'll drop a pin here.
I don't see any
talk to
in.
Tim Morris
If
about
that's
that.
Illinois in the middle right there. There's nothing in there.
Click it.
It's
I
not
see
a good map.
I see Indiana.
When you zoom out, it says 4.
Is that their store locator?
Yeah, they did not a great store locator.
Well, that happens. It's hard. A store locator is hard, by the way.
There's one in Peoria. There's
Yeah!
one in Urbana, one in Decatur.
So Peoria is about a half hour south, so we can pop on down there.
And then one in
we can go to the hospital that I was born in.
Then one in
Sure, there's a plaque up.
Galesburg.
They might even put a fucking statue up in front of that hospital for me. I'm not sure.
I seriously doubt that's going to happen.
It's just me and Richard Pryor that are from Peoria, and that's kind of it. So yeah, I'm sure a statue's going up any second.
I'm going to fucking.
We'll stop by.
I'm gonna map this out and see what the closest one is. Directions.
It's got to be Peoria. I'm telling you. In the meantime, while you're looking that up, I'll read up the rest of this shit.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half. We're not going all the way over there.
No, we're not going there.
Also, put some respect on Jim Tomei, born in Peoria, Illinois.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
and
four.
Joe Girardi.
Oh, you're out.
Fuck, I'm out, dude. I'm out of the top 4 now. Tomei had a huge cock too, by the way.
I believe it.
Yep. My best friend in college was a bat boy for the Indians for 4 years. And he said he got literally big dicked out of a urinal during the 6th inning of a game. And he goes, holy shit. And he's, sorry, kid, I got to go, man. I got to get back out to the field.
How old was this bat boy?
He was 15 or 16 at the time. But and I asked, by the way, I said, hey, was this, and he goes, no. He goes, Tommy really had to piss, and then he had to go back into the fucking game. And I was like, oh.
He wasn't pulling like his teammate at the time, Omar Vizquel.
No, none of that. He
Well,
goes,
that wasn't a teammate, though. That was a 15-year-old retarded child.
Yeah,
No,
that
but
he
I
was
mean, like,
washing up in a
Tomei
shower.
was playing with Vizquel on the same team at the time.
Correct.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
My buddy didn't get washed, if that's what you're asking. He didn't get washed by anybody.
Well, Greg Maddox used to be the opposite of wash people. He would piss on the back of their legs.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Tomei just came in, whipped out his hog, and said, hey, I apologize for getting back in the game. And my buddy froze up. He was just like, oh.
I mean, he's a
when you
big
see
man.
Well, and in real life, if you're seeing a hog that big for the first time on a man that's 6'5",
Yeah.
Tomei had some weight on him, too.
He was a thick
was a
boy.
big boy.
He probably, like, peak Tomei, man, he's probably like 260.
Yeah.
Something like that. 6'5", 260.
And we all remember, dude, walking into a urinal for the first time against a large man as like
Not
a 15,
me.
16-year-old.
Not me, no.
What do you mean?
I never saw any hogs.
Come on.
This is
dude.
why I think, like, when
real?
when you're like 3 or 4, your dad's got to have a hog out in front of you just so you're like to prepare you for what comes next. I was lucky. I didn't see one like a real an upsetting size dick until basic training. This dude from Philly, short, skinny, white dude, obviously, right? Just had a fucking meat hammer. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Or what the fuck are you doing with that? Nobody wants that thing.
Mine was Fulton County Stadium, and I'll never forget because it was those urinals that were just
Trough.
trough. So you're lined up and you're pissing with everybody. You got your pants down, then you're looking all around at all these dicks, and you're like, oh shit, man. Either it gets that big when you get older, or you're fucked, and then yeah, you grow up and things are fun. But man, is that Tomei's hog right there?
Tomei doing
I mean, he's
some
wearing a
hog jokes.
fucking.
that up on screen.
He's wearing a cup.
That's a big cup, though.
But he's holding
Look
it
at how-
like it's his dick. And he was confirmed by my buddy that he's got a huge penis. So like,
That's not. What are you, like a fucking professional penis confirmer now?
yes,
If anyone,
I'm proud of that.
if any show could do
That's
it,
not a job at all.
It should be.
No.
And I'm proud of it, dude. Yeah. And I'll take a peek over at people's dicks.
Do you want to fucking buy the website Celebrity Hog Rater?
Oh, it'd be great.
And then we'll just like rate celebrity hogs?
The problem is I'd spend the first 8 months on Costner's dick. You know that, right?
Why not?
Get me all those uncut scenes.
I
and
mean,
then
like
let's put 'em
Christmas
up.
Christmas Abbott has 4,000 pics on WikiFeet of her feet.
Yeah.
So like it's all right to be into it, I guess. I don't know.
You know they're selling AOC feet pics on AI right now. I saw one the other day.
They're selling them? Who would buy that? Just buy AI and you can make all the feet pics you fucking want,
I know.
retard.
But this one looked. A listener sent it in actually, and it looked very realistic.
I don't-
was like,
I don't-
holy shit.
I don't mind any of it. Just like, don't be stupid. That's dumb. It's dumb to pay for something that you could make yourself.
I agree, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, you just go into fucking Dolly, DALL-E, buy the premium photo and say, hey, show me a very high resolution photo of Kamala Harris sitting down with her feet in front of her, and it'll fucking do it.
I don't want to see Kamala.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Well, it makes them look hot.
She's 60.
There's Kamala ones too. There's actually there's a really funny one of Kamala with Trump, and she's pregnant, and he's got his hand on her stomach, and it says like in another universe or some shit like that.
Yeah, God, that'd be great. All right, let's see. Let's get back to it here. Obama is expected to speak Tuesday nights, while former President Bill Clinton will deliver his speech on Wednesday night. That seems weird to me. I'd stack Obama closer to the end there.
Yeah.
Bill's old.
Yeah.
I think he's had some health problems. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Just seeing him in real life, it looked like he had cancer or something. I don't know what he had, by the way. And, financially, when he was president, shit was all right. And him getting beaches, don't really care. As long as the nation was doing well. But that's a weird one for me. I would have flip-flopped that. And then Wednesday night, it'll be right before Tim Walz. So he'll go before Tim Walz on Wednesday night there. I don't know what he's like as a public speaker. Have you ever heard him? I don't know much about him except for all the fucking crazy shit.
Not bad. He can read off a prompter and all that shit. He's kind of gay.
Sounding?
No. Sounds like a normal Minnesotan. But like his mannerisms are super gay.
All right.
He like does jazz hands and stuff a lot, and like,
You know who he reminds me of?
Who's that?
like this bullshit.
Steve Ballmer.
Oh, yeah. I just finished watching that clipped show on FX, and they had Ballmer in there. Oh man, they were not kind to him, and he's still the fucking owner of the Clippers.
Bob, look up Tim Walz jazz hands. I bet you can find something. Like it's just he's a. I don't want to use the word weird because that's their word.
Well, some people were comparing him to Dean Cain. And
a little.
I don't know.
He hasn't pawed yet.
That was my favorite.
Yeah, like
Dean
this.
Cain
What
moment.
the fuck is this shit?
And who's
you mean
that kid?
Howard Dean.
Howard
Dean.
Dean.
Yeah.
Howard
Dean Cain is Superman, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
He was
true.
also a tailback at Princeton, if I'm not mistaken.
Was he really?
Yeah, I believe so.
Dean Cain.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that.
Yeah, look at this goober.
Who's the kid? There?
We win. He looks like he's celebrating a win at the fucking Special Olympics right here. Look at this asshole.
Is that his son?
This is it's just like big male teacher energy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's like hyping everyone up at the pep rally, and you're just like,
Yeah,
God
low
damn it,
testosterone.
Mr.
Just say
Walz,
low
just shut the
testosterone. It's
fuck
fine.
up.
Right.
Yeah.
Just say low testosterone, Bob.
let's see.
He has a little charisma, though. We can't, deny it.
Yeah, he's got a little riz, a little bit. But it's gay riz, right? So I don't know how that plays for Midwesterner men that are hunters and shit. I don't know how that plays.
I don't know. Because the only things I know him for are, again, like the tampons and shit like
Yeah.
that. I don't know that I've heard his speaking voice, to be honest with you.
It's not bad. His voice is fine, yeah.
Well, I'll tune
Yeah.
in, and then obviously we're going live next Thursday night for Kamala's speech because we give equal time the same way as CBS does and everybody else.
Wait, that's Thursday?
I did find, next Thursday.
Okay.
I did find out who was doing the moderators for the debate, by the way.
Oh, who's that?
It's interesting. It's David Muir, actually, which he's never done it before, so
Yeah.
who knows? He's America's most trusted news.
Yeah, but he doesn't even do live interviews on his show.
No.
All he does is read a prompter. So we'll
Right.
see. I mean, he seems like a smart dude, so I don't think it's going to be a problem for him. But it's new, so we'll see. Mm-hmm. We'll see how it goes. But he's not. He's well spoken. He's not. He's
not bad.
He's
That's
a pretty
not
smart guy.
That's not a bad choice. I thought
think
it was going to be Stephanopoulos, but
well,
I
they
think
can't use him.
can, yeah.
But is it just Muir? He doesn't have.
No, he's got a chick.
What happened, Bob?
I just don't know who it is.
Dan just showed me a Trump quote that was funny. Trump said San Francisco was a great city 15 years ago,
That's true.
which when Gavin Newsom was mayor,
Yeah,
technically.
yeah.
And when Kamala was DA.
DA, yeah. It wasn't, by the way.
15 years ago. What was
Yeah.
that? 2010.
Yeah, it was.
Last
all
time I
right.
was there was 08. It
That-
wasn't. And then what the fuck happened since? Like that's what I would love to know. What happened to those guys since?
I think everything took a left turn at Occupy Wall Street.
Yeah. I mean, it was bad starting. It was right before that, 2009. I guess 8 and 9, the housing market crash fucked it up for sure. But Occupy
then the
Wall
policies
Street,
after
Occupy
that
Wall
were
Street,
horrific.
allowing people to just run roughshod over the city. It was the same in Oakland, same in Berkeley. I was there during that time. It was fucked the whole time.
what
Had a
year
good
was
time
that?
in 13.
11, 12, 13, that time frame.
Yeah.
It got really bad. Like I lived on Piedmont Avenue in uptown Oakland, and people fucking routinely would be protesting by my house, and I would just sit on my front porch with a rifle. You know, just hanging out.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "Hey, you guys, good to go?
Yeah, you guys fine? You guys need any help?"
Sometimes people would get like, "Well, what the fuck?" Or they would go out there and like, "Hey, come march with us." I'm like, I don't really, like I support Wall Street's fucked. I agree with what you're talking about right there. I'm just not marching's for fucking children. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go like vote and tell other people to vote, but I'm not gonna spend my evenings marching through the street
with a stick and a sign.
Yeah, it's gay.
Plus, that's where it changed from marching to like camping, right? They weren't necessarily homeless yet, but it was like, oh, they'll just let us chill here forever.
Yeah, it was Zuccotti Park, and then right after that, in 2013 timeframe, 2012 or 13, that's when Portland and Seattle started to do that shit. Like it was, they called them traveler kids, right? And it was just like 17 to 25-year-olds who just wanted to live outside, but they wanted to live outside right next to the convenience store, so they didn't have to walk too far to get stuff. So they didn't really want to live. They were glamping in life.
Glamping, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That happens a lot in L.A.
Yeah.
Where you're like, okay, cool. You're right underneath the bridge next to where you buy food, and then you get electricity and all that other shit.
And to be fair, that happened in San Francisco before. The hippies did that. You can go find on YouTube, like news stories from the 60s of like what's that main park in San Francisco?
Dolores Park?
Probably, yeah.
They were up by Haight and Ashbury.
They were just all fucking...
Yeah, Dolores Park is a big one.
Yeah. They were all living there. I caught a news story. I think it was on TikTok, like a throwback news story. It was like they were all fucking living in this park. None of them had jobs. They're like, what do I do for a living? I live. And like,
yeah, it's right next to a train station, too. Like right next to a fucking BART station right there.
And then what happened in the I don't know about the 80s, but in the 90s, like Full House was set there. It was like the most happy city, like,
it was awesome.
Friendly city on earth.
I loved San Francisco back in the day. I know I've said that a million times on the show, but my aunt and uncle lived there, and I love that city. I went there a million times, and then when I was in L.A., I would always fly up for the Braves Giants series up there, and it was a blast. And then it all went to fucking shit.
It's a great American city.
It was.
It was great. Yeah, I mean, it like
now it's fucking done.
Little Italy over there, Green Street, is one of my favorite places in the world to eat food.
Man, I used to go to Chinatown all the time. Man.
Yeah, Chinatown's cool for like to go one time, maybe.
But the food, we used to go for just the food. I mean, it rocks. And then I loved it there.
There's a bunch of cool restaurants, like old school stuff, like the Stinking Rose or whatever, the garlic restaurant. There's a bunch of cool shit over there, but a lot of good cafes, a lot of good ethnic food. Pretty much any kind of ethnic food you can think of.
I shot a movie there in 2006, and we could walk the streets, and it was beautiful. And then, yeah, man, right around 11, 12, it just became a fucking shithole.
Best cioppino, really. I mean, they invented it. They invented cioppino. Cioppino is like whitefish seafood stew, so it's got mussels, clams, all kinds of shit in it with a pasta and red sauce base. It's really fucking good.
There's one at the Olive Garden that's better, but
there's nothing at the Olive Garden that's better.
No, it all is, and you just need to check out the menu. Just go there, obviously.
No, Sotomare on Green Street in San Francisco. Sottomare, the best damn crab cioppino. It's actually on the menu, is what they say. The best.
Yeah, but also Olive Garden's got a nice crab dip as well, and I wouldn't kind of rule that out. Ladies who just came in, help yourself to some Hard AF seltzers. Do whatever you want back there. Get wet. It's fucking Friday, you know? We don't give a shit, dude. And then the gentleman as well, and then we'll bring you up for Drinkin' Bro of the Week at the end of this. But come on up, for real. It's in the fridge. Grab some. And, yeah. And then whoever the bearded guy is that walked in, yeah, grab some too. You know, do whatever you want today. It's Friday afternoon. We're getting fucked up. We're having some laughs and some good times over here. So then Kamala will close out the conversation on Thursday night, and then we're all done there. NBC News reported that President Jimmy Carter's grandson, Jason Carter, will speak on behalf of his grandfather. Okay, that's going to be the biggest lie you've ever heard in your entire life then.
Yeah, he's just going to say, peanuts, and just yell, peanuts, peanuts, and he's going to fucking shoot Jimmy in the head.
I hope so. But you know what he said, right?
Who?
The grandson has said about Kamala Harris.
What? That she's got tingle bitties?
No. That'd be fucking great. If Jimmy was able to spit that out.
Yeah.
This is going back to that RBG shit back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Her last words were, you got to stop Trump, man.
This is what Jimmy Carter's grandson said in an interview, that he goes, yeah, Jimmy wants to stay alive so he can cast his final vote for Kamala. There's not a fucking prayer Jimmy's speaking, motherfucker. Like
Jimmy is alive and well. He's doing great.
not speaking.
What does he need to? Who's he need to talk to at this point?
It doesn't, but his grandson can't get up and fucking lie. If he gets up there in that speech and he says, man, I've been laying down with my grandfather in bed and having these long conversations about how he wants to stay alive to vote for Kamala Harris.
Yeah, that's all he talks about anymore. All he does is eat pudding and talk about wanting to see the first female president. That's it.
That's it. Oh, if Rosalind was here, he would have loved it. She would have loved it if she got into office. He's not saying shit right now.
No, that's bullshit. He's single. There's more panties on his floor than peanut shells, buddy. All right, this guy is laying pipe.
He's fucking dead.
He's also on a redemption arc. He's like, Iran, we're coming for you.
I think, look, scrap the grandson, have him give the final speech and say, I'll get 4 more years. 4 more years for Jimmy, and then I'd be all in. Let's do it, dude.
I'd have to consider it.
Same. If he got up on stage, threw peanuts at the crowd, maybe jacked off. Sorry, ladies. I apologize.
No, they came here. That's what they came here for.
Okay. If he just fucking threw one out into the crowd and just said, I'm running again.
Oh, he just Spider-Man the crowd?
Yeah. And
Bam!
Yeah.
And it's just like, you see it in iPhone slow motion video. Yep. It's just like, it's just spinning in the air, seeming. And you're like, oh, they're trying to catch it like a bouquet. Oh! Like the bridesmaids.
Oh! And then he just looked in the camera and goes, 4, motherfucker, and then walked off.
I think what you do, what you do then too, is you get him in that Obama-style poster, and it just says rope.
Yeah, that's all it is, dude. Just Jimmy laying ropes
or
on
loads.
Loads, dude. Loads for Jimmy. Big comes for Jimmy Carter, dude. That would rock. And I'd
vote for him.
I'd be all in.
Even though it would mean the end of the Republic, I'd still vote for him because you got like.
Ropes for Jimmy?
A great feat of strength like that from a 100-year-old man. Like, show some respect. God obviously has ordained this man.
Yeah.
Because that should not be possible. That's a miracle. Saint him or whatever. I don't know what religion he is. It's probably Southern Baptist, but or Episcopalian or some shit. But saint this motherfucker, and let's just get on about our business.
Yeah. And if you're there, by the way, and Jimmy does show up, bring a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
Try to catch some of that.
Yeah.
That
or if you're a woman,
sell it on eBay.
If you're a woman, just grab it and put it right inside you. And let's get that next generation of peanut farmer underway.
Let's get those Carters going, dude. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, because his fucking grandson, whatever, he's a fucking liar.
Yeah, he is.
That dude's a liar. He just made shit up. No, Jimmy would never lie. He may be a bad president, but he would never lie.
And he can't talk. So if this motherfucker goes on stage and said, my grandfather told me to come here and vote for Kamala Harris, you're a fucking liar because he can't speak. He's incapacitated or whatever the fuck it is. But he definitely can't speak, for Christ's sake. So I don't want to hear that shit. Remember the RBG one? Oh, you've got to stay alive for whatever the fuck that was.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I love it.
What if they had a RBG like hologram, like Tupac?
All in.
For the DNC?
All in.
And then she catches the cum?
Yeah, and then she comes out to Hail Mary. Come with me, Hail Mary. That would be dope as fuck, and I think that's a great way to lead it off.
And she says, what's up my N-words and hard R.
But I want to hear the R.
Yeah, like drag it out. Like
it's live television.
Roll it like Spanish.
Yes. Perros.
Yeah.
Which means dog in Spanish. I don't want to say the N-word version.
Can we get a black in here to say the N-word with a rolling R?
I don't think we have a black in here today.
We need a Dominican because they already speak Spanish.
Yeah, I'm looking at some honkies back there. We got some honky listeners.
Go out on the street and find us a black.
Blacks. Yeah, find us a black, okay? Just find a black and then bring them in.
Black. It's a country song.
By Morgan Wallen?
Yeah. It's like I need to get a card right quick. So.
If you can find me a black, I got your back. Just find me a black.
It's a sequel to Try That in a Small Town.
Yeah, I mean that's or the what would you call the third one? The third installment after Try That in a Small Town, and then Accidental Racist, obviously before that.
Yeah, big fan of that song. We're on YouTube today, so we can't play it.
Yeah, that's the dumbest shit. That is the dumb of all the songs that have ever been written. by people who are actual songwriters, like famous people. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
And I'm a white man.
Yeah, can you, Bob, pull up the lyrics? We don't have to listen to the song, but pull up the lyrics to Accidental Racist right
Living
quick.
in the South. Right?
And this, by the way, for the listeners at home and the audio listeners, this is just to give you some inspiration in your own life.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Brad Paisley and fucking LL Cool J, two very serious people.
Yeah.
Very serious people.
Obviously, and you're going to find out from the... Bob, pick a couple of your favorite lines out there and just read them out loud.
Let's see. I guess we can start from the very top. To the man that waited on me at the Starbucks down on Main, I hope you understand when I put on that T-shirt, the only thing I meant to say is I'm a Skinnerd fan. The red flag on my chest is somehow like the elephant in the corner of the South. Blah, blah, blah. Just a proud rebel son with an old can of worms. I think at this point, LL Cool
I mean, this
J,
is so on steroids. I feel offended. I'm not offended by shit, and as a white man, I feel offended. Like I'm just some dumb redneck with a fucking Skinner T-shirt and a dirty old can of worms.
There's one where LL Cool J says something like, "If you ignore my gold chains, I'll forget about those iron chains."
This is the chorus.
Yeah.
I'm just a white man. If you don't judge my do-rag, that's LL Cool J. Coming to you from the Southland, I won't judge your red flag. Trying to understand what it's like to not be. I'm proud of where I'm from. If you don't judge my gold chains, but not everything we've done, I'll forget the iron chains.
Yeah. That they came over on the boat with, yeah.
Like, look, let me just... The sad part about this really is that Kylie Jenner had already solved racism at this point. This was completely unnecessary. This is like somebody showing up after you've just fucked your wife and coming everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're done, bud.
We both
ejaculated.
Yes.
Yeah. She squirted both holes.
Both holes.
Right?
Rectally.
Get out.
I love this.
Vaginally.
There's this history lesson in there too from LL Cool J, or not a history lesson, but his take on history. R.I.P. Robert E. Lee, but I've got to thank Abraham Lincoln for freeing me. Know what I mean?
Oh boy.
Well, you're welcome.
Oh man, yeah, you're welcome.
On behalf of white men everywhere,
Yeah,
LL
you're
Cool
welcome.
J, you're welcome. I just want to let you know you're welcome for us freeing you.
Yeah.
So
Lincoln in that high pitched voice. Yeah,
It's
it is
truth.
real. Yeah. It is truth. He did that. A white man, a white Republican man did that, and that was Abraham Lincoln.
And then he got Brad Paisley a State Farm commercial.
Well,
fuck
look,
yeah, dude. He deserved it.
he sure did.
What have you ever done, you son of a bitch?
Yeah, dude. State Farm. That's a big boy job right there. You know the residuals off of that?
You know who else was on State Farm? Dennis Haysbert, who was a getaway driver, the president of the United States, and a Delta operator. All three of those things. What the fuck have you done with your life?
Exactly. Nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Nothing, dude.
He saved Kiefer Sutherland one time.
Sure did, man.
So-
And then Kiefer Sutherland saved the nation.
Yeah. So
Sorry, nationwide.
by the
not State
transitive
Farm.
property, Dennis Haysbert saved America.
Sure did. Dennis
So
Haysbert
that's who gets State
fucks.
Farm commercials.
Not to mention, helped win the Indians a pennant.
Yeah. Well, twice. Well, no, the first time they lost the pennant.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I've got the rest of this lineup here. So Illinois Gov, J.B. Pritzker will also speak. That'll be on Tuesday nights. He was one of the candidates that was going to run here.
I imagine Shapiro's in there.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson.
I mean, Shapiro should probably be next to last, before Walz, I would imagine, or maybe he speaks early on the last day.
Reports have also mentioned several other high-profile Illinois Democrats. Obviously, they're in Chicago. Dick Durbin, favorite name in Senate.
I think, Dick Armey was good, too, back in the day. But I think they should bring back Blagojevich.
Oh,
for
Blago?
sure. Yeah. And then also Martin Luther King Jr. III, or Martin Luther King III, who got... Oh, no, I'm sorry, Jesse Jackson III, excuse me. It was Jesse Jackson III, who was a state representative in Illinois at the time, and Blago tried to sell him Obama's Senate seat.
That's right.
And they both went to federal prison for some amount of time, yeah. Bring them both back.
Bring them back.
It's Illinois politics, man. Everybody's going to prison.
Yeah. Tammy Duckworth is also on this list. As well.
Yeah, well,
as,
I mean, she's an Illinois senator, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's the one combat veteran?
Yeah, she was a helicopter pilot and lost both legs, I believe.
And then Representative Lauren Underwood, who is running for re-election in the 14th Congressional District.
I don't actually know who that is.
Surprised Adam Kinzinger is not on this list.
Yeah, I mean, I actually, also surprised.
Can we confirm those
It's not a
photos,
full
by the way?
list. It's not a full list.
It's not a full list. Yeah, it's not done
Yeah.
yet. It's not done yet because we're still... Look, I think here's why it's not a full list. Can we just say the elephant in the room? We had Hulk Hogan. They've got to pick a WWE wrestler, and I don't know. It's got to be Booker T. Washington.
Yeah, it's got.
No. It's pretty easy, right?
Last year I would
Jesse the Body.
No,
he's too old. He lives in Russia or some shit now.
No, he's here. He's promoting a book or something.
Now?
Yeah, I just watched an interview with him the other day, and he said he hates Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, well, it would have been The Rock in 2020, but I don't know what his position is. He said he's staying out of it, which means he's voting for Trump, right?
No.
Otherwise, he would just, it does.
I think he doesn't want to piss off his fan base. After he said the Biden thing in 2020, it was endless on his Instagram page because I follow him, and it was like, fuck you, man, fuck you.
Yeah, but that's not all he said. When he was interviewed about it, he didn't just say, I don't want to, I mean, obviously you can't just say I don't want to piss off the fans, but he said, I wouldn't vote like that now. Like he said that. Right?
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm pretty sure that's his soft way of saying he's voting for Trump. So he's out either way. I don't know. There probably aren't a whole lot of super liberal people in the WWE, to be honest, because the McMahon family certainly isn't. Like,
right.
Linda McMahon tried to buy a Senate seat in Connecticut like for 10 years in a row, and they spent hundreds of millions of their own dollars trying to do it.
And then McMahon himself, the big dog there, shit on a woman after he had sex with her, and then his buddy continued to have sex with her while he showered.
Sure, I mean that's apolitical though. I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think that's You're not taking a political stance when you shit on someone.
I don't know.
Unless you're.
Every time I've done it, I've screened out my party.
Yeah, but that's kind of
Republican.
That's kind of like a German thing, and they fluctuate between nationalism and socialism quite a bit. So it's hard to pin it. I think the shit is right in the middle.
Every time I'm shit on somebody, I'll scream out Republican, just to let them know who I'm voting for.
Start shouting out individual candidates, but way down ballot.
Oh, gotcha.
Like county commissioners and shit like that.
Yeah. Just take a shit on somebody and then scream it out.
It's like, oh, sorry, I always celebrate.
Sorry, Steve Wisniewski. Who is that? Somebody's looking up at me and they got clumpy shit all over their face. Who is that? Oh, it's the county commissioner down there in Buda. And you're like, oh, all right, well, fuck. Yeah, I'll vote for them. But otherwise, it should be a funsy night with us. Join us on that Thursday night. We'll be live all night, having some drinks and some laughs. Not as many laughs as Kamala, I'm sure.
You know what I'm excited
That's
for?
the drinking game that's dangerous.
Yes.
Is every time there's an awkward laugh, you fucking take a shot, you'll be dead by the fucking second speech.
Grab
or the second
a
paragraph.
12-pack of Hard AF Seltzer, and then every time she laughs, you take a drink. See if you're able to make it. Yeah.
I want to know. I'm really excited to hear policy because currently, this is relatively breaking news. Harris and Vance are in a bidding war for parents. Vance proposed a $5,000 child tax credit.
Okay.
Harris just said she's going to do $6,000.
No way.
Keep going until we just eliminate taxes altogether. Like the Democrats. These people.
Music.
These, by the way, Dave Smith posted something. Dave Smith from Legion of Skanks, all that shit.
Love Dave Smith.
Very sharp libertarian voice. He every now and again will disagree on something, but I think he's one of the sharpest dudes out there.
So do I.
He made the point that everybody's calling Kamala Harris Marxist. And that's kind of like calling George Bush a conservative, because everything he said out loud was conservative. But in the background, he was doing all sorts of other shit. I think that he's probably right about that. It seems to me Kamala is just Hillary 2.0. She will say anything to get elected, right? When she was in California and she only needed progressives, all she did was crazy progressive shit. When she was VP and it didn't matter what she said, all she did was crazy progressive bullshit. But now all of a sudden, like, limiting taxes on somebody, even if it's the middle class, is not a fucking democratic viewpoint, and it never has been, no matter what they fucking tell you, right? So here's a couple of things that have happened. Eliminating taxes for families and stuff was originally a libertarian idea from Ron Paul back in the day. Killing taxes on tips and bonuses, that was a Ron Paul idea back in the day, reintroduced by Thomas Massie, now picked up by both parties. I see keep pitting these two asshole parties against each other until there's no taxes left. And then like, oh shit, we don't have jobs. Like, sorry.
Well, here's what I would like to see. Delco, play the Price is Right theme song. So during the debates, the VP debate, let's just play this song and then everybody go against each other for a dollar amount, because I've got 3 kids and I would love this. Let's just keep jacking up the number.
I want to be just paid to fuck at this point.
Same. Like, just go ahead. I got 3 kids. I'd have more if you gave me some cash. It wasn't so fucking expensive right now. I'd have more. Like, I enjoy kids.
I can afford to put them all in daycare. Easy.
Yeah.
It was pretty easy at that point.
I like my wife and kids. I got to have more if I could. Ryan Mills, grab me a peach out of the fridge back there. We're getting wet today. We're getting nasty today. We're going to spit on it a little bit today, dude. I've had 4 or 5 already, so I might as well continue this through the Friday evening here. And that's the fun part about being a parent as well. You take them to playgrounds, the kids to playgrounds, and then all the parents booze around them. And then you can just kind of take a golf cart home, which is nice. So, yeah, dude, let's get fucked up today. Let's get fucked up, Mills. Let's feel it today. Yeah. What time is Gonzo going up? 5 o'clock? Are you on it, Joel?
Hopefully.
All right. I'm looking. I take a look back at Joel, and he's always sweating that deadline back there. So
We got some somewhat breaking news.
what do we got?
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Cage Against the Machine. I
is
know this
playing
one.
John Madden in
Sure
a
is.
Madden biopic.
It sure is. He's gonna have to put on 100 pounds.
Wait,
for
what
it, but
era
he'll do
John
it.
Madden? Like the
Raiders. Coach of the Raiders in the 70s. So he's still gonna have to put on a
little bit,
hundo.
Said it goes all the way up to him creating the video game Madden.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
he might have to throw in 2 hundo then. Cage in real life is a thin dude. So like,
I mean, this.
show him from the 70s.
Madden was a lineman.
Madden was huge, dude. Huge. People really underestimate how big John Madden was. And the reason why he was such a great and effective coach with these fucking animals back in the 70s, and I'm saying that in a positive way, is that Raiders team was a blast back then. From all the highlights and shit that I've seen here, they didn't want to go up against Madden. When you have a guy that big who would punch you right in the face, like, yeah, nobody wanted to go against this guy. That's what made him a fucking legend. Look at what a giant of a man he is. He's bigger than every player on the sidelines.
yeah.
Nicolas Cage is not that big in real life.
No, he's definitely not that tall. I mean, this is Madden probably at his slimmest because it was after he was a lineman. And then, you slim down quite a bit after that because you're not eating the amount of food or working out as much. This is probably the slimmest as an adult he ever was, to be
Now,
honest.
the good part is David O. Russell is directing this, who's one of the very best. Every movie he does is pretty much up for an Oscar. So it's going to be good because he's a cocksucker in real life. Clooney just said it the other day, too. He was just like, I'm not working for David O. Russell again. I don't care how good the goddamn movie was. And he's referring to Three Kings. I was like,
Hey, they got in a
I'd
fist
put up
fight.
with it.
They
Yeah.
got in a fist fight on the set because he
Sure
was
did.
at the. What's the famous clip? Him and that chick from SNL from way back, Lily Tomlin.
Yep.
From fucking I Heart Huckabees. He's just going hard.
through the script and all that
Calling
other
her a
shit.
cunt.
Every movie he's made, though, is great. Put up with it and shut the fuck up, George. You pussy. Who was the other one, too? Quentin Tarantino buried him the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
He just said.
From
is
Dusk
that-
Till Dawn?
Yep.
Was that the only one he did?
It's exactly. And they go, why didn't you work with him again? And he goes, he's a TV actor. Tarantino doesn't give a fuck, dude. He's one of the best of all time. But I'm looking forward to this. And more importantly, a nice little Cage assance, dude. He's always been a great actor. And now that he's out of the tax problems, he's able to do some great shit. So I'm amped for this.
I mean, even some of the
He'll figure it out.
Even some of the weird shit he did is good. Like Pig was great.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, it's weird as shit, but it's fucking good.
Fucking blast of a movie.
Yeah.
We saw him. Jesse and I went on a date to see where he played himself in real life, where the guy rents him out for like a birthday party.
Pedro Pascal, right?
God, it was
Yeah.
good. It was so fucking
Unbearable weight of or something of talent or some
Yes.
shit. What the fuck is
Greatness,
this?
I think.
So
Yeah.
fucking good, man. Like, what a fun movie. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. Cage is hilarious in this, dude. And they have shootouts like they've had from like Face Off and shit like that in the movie. And the guy
I heard
just
there's-
keeps referencing it over and over again.
Bob, have you heard anything about a Face Off reboot? I think I heard that somewhere.
Oh, with Travolta? If Travolta...
Yeah, Face Off 2. It's not.
New cast.
It's a new cast.
Boo! Why? They're all still alive, dude.
Hold on. There's a whole.
In real life. But I think they died in the movie.
There's a whole write-up on this. Hang on. More than 25 years, a sequel is officially in the works. The cult action movie starred Cage, Travolta, blah, blah, blah,
Alessandro Nivola.
blah, blah, blah. It's been reported the Face Off 2 will be a direct sequel, so not a reboot,
Okay.
with Adam Wingard from Godzilla and King Kong directing.
Give me the real cast, though.
And Simon Barrett is co-writing.
Give me the real cast. Give me Travolta back. You know? Let's swap a face with Travolta again. I think he died in the first one. Bring him back to life. Let's do it, dude. I haven't seen him do anything in a while.
There's been no concrete information regarding Travolta's potential involvement, but with Wingard confirming it's still the early days. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. They don't even listen to anything about the cast yet.
Because Travolta just lost his wife that he was in a super straight marriage to, obviously.
Like, did she died or?
Yeah, she died.
Oh, that sucks.
She died of cancer. And it's Kelly Preston, I think. Was that her last name? Who couldn't be any hotter, and they were just in a relationship that Scientology, and he's not straight. He's not straight, obviously, but R.I.P. So now maybe that he's, kind of out and able to fuck his pilot buddy, then maybe they can do this and have fun. And that's what I like. Because when Hugh Jackman comes out as well, that'll be great. Obviously he kept that way down deep inside during this movie. But
Hugh Jackman should come out like in a really creative way.
I think if Hugh Jackman and Travolta came out together and then they were together.
Well, what kind of dudes do you think Hugh Jackman's into? It's definitely not John Travolta. Probably twinks.
Bring up the tap dancing videos, Bob, if you can.
Of Jackman?
Yeah, of Hugh Jack City. If you bring up the tap dancing videos of Hugh Jack City with his little twink boys who are in there, they look old enough, so I'm not shitting on you, Hugh Jacks. They look like they're 26, 27. But he's in his 50s, obviously, and he can go down because he looks great. And let's face it, who doesn't want a zaddy with a lot of money? But that's the happiest I've ever seen him in my life. It's not that. He's training in a dance studio with them. And they're just, God, the look of smiles and laughter on Hugh Jackman's face. God, you've never seen him happier, dude. Look at him. Look at him dancing. Look at this, dude. Oh, boy. Look at him just dancing there. Oh, they're going, teach me a new move. Look at that. Oh, they're going back and forth together. Look at his smile. Look at how happy he is.
Maybe he likes otters.
Fuck. Look at how happy he is. And so after this video, there's another one with the 27-year-olds, and they're all dancing together. Look at how happy he is. Look at that. They're getting high fives and just doing fucking tap dancing. Just men tap dancing together, sweating it out in a room. Super straight, you see it all the time, or never. Just gay men working it out, dancing, sweating, just trying to figure out life, but you're also in shape. Fuck. I get it, dude. By the way, Hugh Jacks, I get it. Me talking about your gayness isn't saying that I don't like it. I like it. I get it. I'm happy for you. I just want you to be happy. That's it.
Harris's.
I used to follow him on Instagram, Bob. No lie. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I used to follow him on Instagram only to see his gay videos because I loved it so much. It warmed my heart. It really did. It was like seeing a fucking puppy video. I was like, oh my God, Hugh Jackman is dancing with 26-year-old boys again. Yes. I felt better.
It'd be nice if he came out in a really creative way.
How do you think so?
Like butt fucking on the Senate floor like that dude. Well, or if he just announces that it was him. Like, remember that? That was me that did that.
You're going to have to scroll way down, by the way, because this is in the Wolverine, like, Deadpool shit, where he's got to be super straight with Ryan Reynolds, obviously. But when you really get down to those tapping videos, dude, it'll warm your fucking heart. God damn it, man. And that's why I follow him. It's for that. I want to see somebody living their best life. Oh, did he delete all the pictures of his wife? Shit, dude. That happens. It's going to happen, dude. They were married for 30 years. And now it's all gone. But, yeah, man, it's right around last year, because I think he was doing Broadway. There it is. That's his ex-wife, right? Yeah. Yep. COVID, by the way, is when they decided to split. Because in Australia, you were locked inside your house. You couldn't go anywhere. And, you couldn't have fun anymore. And it broke my heart. Broke my heart, little Hugh Jack. I'm sure he has a shit ton of followers, right? He's beloved. Hugh Jack's is beloved.
Yeah, I think he's got a mil, but just based on how many likes he has. Over 7 figs for sure.
Easily. He's beloved. I love him. I love Hugh Jackman. He was great in that fucking movie, by the way. If you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine, really good. God damn. And I hate superhero movies, and it was really good, dude.
It's not, because there's no way to fucking even. How do you even work back into that?
Yeah. Look at this.
Oh, boy, that's.
Put this up on screen. Oh, look at him, dude. What kind of suit is that?
I
It's
guess
like
dressing like
was he a
soldier's
nut?
gay now.
Is that a nutcracker suit?
He's an Austro-Hungarian soldier from the 18th century.
Yeah,
Is that what he says?
I don't know, but it looks like
yeah,
that.
yeah, Bob, that's gay.
It's real gay, Bob. It's real fucking gay.
Oh, he's. I think this is for the Music Man.
Ah, the Music Man. You don't say. A lot of straight people in the Music Man. Keep going. I could sit here for hours, dude, and watch gay men dancing forever, dude. There's something about it. It just tickles my heart.
Yeah,
It really does.
it's called being fucking gay.
No,
Ross.
dude, I'm not gay, but I understand it. There we go. Look at this. Look at this one, dude.
At least
The
he's
two of
dancing
them.
with a woman this time.
Well, then there's a bunch of dudes around them kind of ray gunning it, like breakdancing a little bit.
Yeah,
They got
I mean,
instruments.
those are cucks, though.
Look at his shoes. Who wears white fucking shoes like this? Is there music? Can we get some volume on this or no?
I don't think we can.
Well, just check it for 2 seconds. Make sure we don't get digged on YouTube. Just 2 seconds. No, there's drums and fun dancing. Yeah, it's a live band. Look at him. Oh, look at him tap. Fucking A, man. These are like those E60 stories that they kind of pop into Sports Center where they always let like the blind kid run up the middle and get a touchdown in high school and
Fuck
then everybody
that.
cheers. I get caught up in it the same way as this.
I get angry. Like if you no, don't let him score.
Let him score.
Oh, fuck him, dude.
Let him score, dude.
No.
The only ones that trip me out though are the ones that are blind because you hear the ball and the whistle.
Yeah, you know, I
And they
think
gotta catch the fucking whistle, and I'm like, oh shit.
I think the biggest school for the deaf and blind in the country that has athletics is here in Austin.
I thought it was in Alabama, Tecumseh.
School of the Deaf is here.
The Texas School of the Deaf is right in
not
downtown
blind.
Austin.
Right. But look up Tecumseh, Alabama. That's where Helen Keller was. I think there's a big one down there as well.
I think they should get them together and fight.
So do I.
Just like put a bunch of swords in the middle of a field.
But they have to whistle.
ting,
The swords
ting.
have to whistle.
Just beep. It's a beep.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, there's a beep on a softball.
Yeah, and the football too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a beep. So I think a beep like every half second maybe. Beep, 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 beep.
It's
that.
like no, it's like Price is Right when they spin the wheel.
Do, 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 do.
No. It's
Well, that depends on how fast you spin the wheel, right?
baseball and softball.
You're only required to have
dude.
if you get on Prices Right, you're only required to rotate that thing one full time.
You are, yes.
So all I'm saying is practice at home, guys.
Yeah, do that at home. What do we got down there in Tecumseh?
Alabama School for the Blind.
Told you, dude. It's massive.
Is it the biggest though? I mean, I don't know. How do
what
you
do we
even,
got there?
How do you even quantify it? I guess by or like how
By
many
height?
students? Yeah,
By height? Do you go by height?
I would do an eye test probably.
It says they've won notable acclaim for the academic and athletic ability of their students.
Yep.
It seems like it's pretty legit.
With the expansion of the college football playoffs to 12 this year, they might get in.
Let's challenge
so
them
they play a
to a
sport
game.
called goal ball.
What's goal ball?
I'll have to look it up. Hold on.
I think we should challenge them to a game.
Pop them up on screen.
How funny would it be? Like
Let's see that photo.
It's a game that's made specifically for deaf and blind people, but somehow we play them and they just kick the shit out of us. How funny would that be?
It'd be great.
That'd be really funny.
That'd be fucking great, dude. I saw a blind guy 2 days ago at the bus stop across from our old office in Oldtorf when I got that truck thing put on, and I asked the guy, I was like, "What's the story of the blind guy? He's been there for like an hour at this point, you know?" And he goes, "Oh, he's a drug dealer." And he goes, "You find the blind guy with the stick, and then he'll do it, and then he'll take off the glasses."
You're
and
talking about
everything else."
Daredevil?
Yeah. The cops know too, and the cops know. And then
Wait, there's a
homeboy will take
Daredevil
off.
running around?
Yes,
In real life?
and a black Daredevil downtown. Correct.
Oh, man. Is he married to Jennifer Garner?
No, but here's the weird thing. There was one in Wilmington as well, and our old producer, Jamie, was like, "Hey, dude, if you see that blind guy going up and down the street, he's not fucking blind. They're selling drugs. So his blindness is to fool the cops, and then he'll kind of phone in shit if he sees them."
So we have a
And,
goal
it's
ball
fun.
video.
Let's see it. Pop it up on screen. Oh, man. That is not good, guys.
Handball and bowling.
Guys, this is not great.
Oh, damn. That's.
I mean, they're
Putting a little
scoring
English
at
on that
will.
ball?
They're scoring at will here.
Kind of dope.
They're scoring at will.
So
Why was there a bunch of Bob? Scroll back. There was a bunch of albinos in there. and
Well, it's not the
It is?
genetic lottery we're looking at here, is it?
I don't know, but I want to get to the bottom of it.
No, we know for sure because they're
Look
all
at
fucked
this.
up.
So
dude.
the ones who aren't blind have to mask up.
This seems
Oh
like
shit! So I can get into this and mask up.
this seems
that's
really
not
fun.
true.
This is what I'm talking about.
I'm in.
They would
People
kick.
wear those regardless.
They would
I'm great at sounds.
They would kick the shit out of us at this. Yeah, they're fucking Daredevil, and we're idiots walking around with 2 functioning eyeballs.
I'm really good at sound though.
No.
If I can't see, I'm all right. If
You
I
can't
can hear
play
it.
this. They're all blind. They just wear little.
Okay. Well, we could
Things
cover
over
our
their
eyes and
Why can't I cover my eyes?
Yeah.
Stop trying to ruin my dreams, you bitch.
Yeah. Let me cover my eyes up and get in there, dude. I want to fucking goal ball.
Oh, they'll roll you.
They will not.
They'll
I can
wreck
hear.
you.
My hearing is fucking insane. It's like a bat on acid.
All right, you really getting into that?
My hearing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good, dude. I can hear anything, anywhere, anytime. Even at home, I don't even have to have the monitor. I can hear the kids in every single goddamn room, dude.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
The
You
only
hear
reason
that?
I wear these fucking things at a loud volume is simply to keep my own voice down because I'm so animated and excited. I would scream and it sounds like shit.
You know what Delco's been doing? He's been gradually lifting the volume of yours so you'll shut the fuck up.
Well,
not
it'll
working.
work.
It hasn't yet.
At a certain point, it'll work.
This
but-
game was developed by blinded World War II veterans.
Fuck yeah,
shit.
dude. That's what I'm talking.
Yeah.
Let's.
Well, hold on. German World War II veterans.
Even better, Bob. Even better.
Not a joke, by the way.
So they're out here playing Nazi games. I guess you have to
Sure
when you
are.
got Dr. Mengele cutting people's eyeballs out and trying to replace them with robot lenses and shit.
Yep.
You got to figure out a sport.
And they're all out there. They're like, is everybody blonde and blue-eyed? No? Fuck. And then you got to go through that whole process. Yeah, you guys lost. And it's like, well, shit. And then we look back on it, and they were probably right. You know, it's like, whatever.
You're talking about the Nazis?
I'm not.
Oh, dude, this is sweet too. So
had
when
some
there's
drinks.
when there's a penalty, what happens is the other team gets a shot against only that player. So the other 2 players have to leave the court, and that player has to defend the entire fucking court.
Oh, wow. That's impossible.
That
you
is-
couldn't do that if it was 2 people that could see.
Yeah, a lot of slide. I need some knee pads. A lot of sliding, I think. A lot of sliding around.
Neoprene, so it slides across the floor there.
Astroglide.
No, neoprene is a material that they make knee pads out
I'm
of.
talking about for anal sex.
But
Use
then
Astroglide.
But then on the sides of the knee, I bet you would want something with some texture to it so you could stop yourself. You know what I mean?
It depends. If I've got a
Like slick in the middle, and then on the outsides of the knee pads, it's textured so you can push off.
if I've got like an NFL wide receiver glove to it where I could stop myself, I think that'd be great with some Astroglide. Because
The problem, well, you don't want to. You'd have to use water based. If you use oil based, it's going to be a fucking mess. You're never going to
Correct.
off there.
Yes.
But water based, you have to keep reapplying too.
you do, but the other part of that is if you're using Astroglide after I win,
Just get right in
yes,
there. Yeah.
right there where it's
Yeah.
like, hey,
If Hugh Jackman shows up and you're halfway through a match, he's like, "Oh, you know what? The conditions are set for me to come out right now."
man, if I hear him tapping in the background, dude, his little toes tapping in the background, erection, boom, double tap, just like Bin Laden. Right in the chest.
I guarantee you, he gets hard when he hears tapping like that.
I guarantee. Yes.
At this point in his
Yes.
life, after all the shit he's done, there's no way that's not making him hard. And just think about like like if somebody's outside of his window, just trying to get his attention or something, or a woodpecker or some shit.
Yep.
Anything.
I bet when he first figured out he was gay after like a Broadway play, he was like, "Oh shit, everybody's gay here. Everybody's gay in Broadway." He went over to Harlem and just watched black kids put bottle caps on their shoes and tap dance in the street, and he was just jacking off. And that's a guess. That's all speculation at this point. But I love you, Hugh Jackman. The movie was great. It really was great. It made fun of every superhero movie of all time, which I really enjoy. Everything that I've ever said on all these goddamn shows is in one movie, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Go see it and support Hugh Jackman and his gayness, all right? Now's the point in the show where we get to the Drinkin' Bro of the Week. Who wants to come up first? We got women back here. Do you want to come up? There it is. Who is that? That's a dude. That's a dude with a beard. We'll have him up first, and then we got to get a lady up here after that, all right? You can all come up. I don't really give a shit. At home, you could submit your Drinkin' Bro of the Week on drinkinbros.com. Buy some merch, some other fun stuff, and then a submission form gets emailed to us live on air. However, we would love to see your smiling faces in person. Pop your face about an inch from that mic. There you go.
Been here before.
Yeah,
I know
you
the
have.
drill.
Have you been on the show before?
Yeah.
Have you
actually.
really?
Yeah. So I was here
memory's
for
terrible.
my first one was eating Gilbert's grapes.
Jingo come?
That's the one. I was actually just telling them. I brought my now fiance, then girlfriend here
we sat in the softcore history studio and watched y'all's show.
No fucking way.
We had been dating for 6 months, and I was like, all right, trial by fire, here we go, you know? And
What'd she say after that episode?
she had mixed emotions.
I would not. Is she back there? Which one is she?
No. She's not here right
she's
now.
not here, okay.
This is actually the beginning of my bachelor party. I think
Is it
you
really?
typically don't bring your wife to that one.
No, that's fine. Since she's not here, like, I would not let up on that fucking chick.
Yeah. No. We're engaged now.
I mean, I said it fucking 30 times in that episode.
So many times. I gave Drinking Bro of the Week to my parents on that one.
Yeah.
And when I got back to the house, they asked me, they were like, so where can we find that? And I told them, I was like, you don't
Nowhere.
I was like, you don't want to listen to that one.
No, you
They said,
don't.
we can skip to the end. And I was like, no, you probably still don't want to do that.
And if
So-
you guys aren't day one listeners out there, in that particular episode, because I remember that one very, very well. I don't remember anybody, faces or anything else, so
That's
I
fair.
apologize.
That's okay.
But in that episode, I remember asking her, I think, if she would have sex with Leonardo DiCaprio. And she said yes, and I said it would be fine, but he only has sex in character as the retarded Gilbert Grape.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
So you gotta look in his eyes as he's saying it, as he's having sex with you.
No
saying,
other option.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's Leonardo DiCaprio. Like,
You gotta let him do
there's
it.
no telling how
Gotta let him
far
do
he
it.
can advance your career, you know?
No, he
So-
can't at all, actually. It's
Oh,
weird.
yeah?
No, he doesn't really try either. He's all about himself, which is good. It's fine.
I mean, in Hollywood, that's typically how it goes.
Yeah,
I
and he's
mean,
had sex with so many women. There's so many girls that have come up to me and be like, "Oh, I had sex with DiCaprio." I was like, "What was that like?" I
cool,
was
you and 1,000 other people.
Right, but they said the same story every time. They were like, "Starfish." And I was like, "No shit." And I was like, "Why? What's the?" And they
What
were
an
like,
ass.
"He's so famous that he's just bored and he keeps like headphones on." And I'm like, "All right, cool." I've heard that from like 5 or 6
Can't
girls.
imagine.
Where they're like, "Oh, he just keeps headphones on." It was just like he's had so much great pussy that he's just so bored that he's listening to like Kid Cudi, or he's just like, "All right, cool."
Being bored with sex sounds like the worst existence ever. Because
It's not great. I mean, the only positive, I guess, is that there's, a different pussy out there. All like snowflakes, and all of them are different. But
I don't know. I think if you find the one, I think you can be happy
I agree.
forever.
Like, dude,
you know?
my wife is hot as shit, and like I'm happy as fuck. So like
Yeah.
I don't, and it helps, dude. Like I don't have to worry about shit when I go out. So that's like 80% of a dude's brain is when you're worried about that shit. So like I don't have to
Fair.
worry about it. So I'm like, all right, great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you got to marry your porn search history. Did you do that at least?
No.
That's my
well, I
advice.
mean, I did have a type. They know. The guys I brought with me, they know. I've got a type.
There's
so-
one guy back there who goes,
But-
fuck yeah, he does. And he was going, fuck yeah, he's got a type.
Yeah, he knows. It's probably the one that fucks fat chicks.
It's that guy? Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
looking at him right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
If they're not 215, that guy doesn't even fucking
Yeah.
try.
No, he doesn't reach out.
No,
but,
doesn't reach
I mean,
out. So who do you want to give Drinking Bro of the Week to this one?
So this is my third time on the show. The first time was my parents. Second time it was actually, 3 of the guys sitting back there. So third time it's gonna be my fiance for putting up with my bullshit. So I do a lot of dumb shit. I'm not, I'm a troglodyte, which is, for those of you that don't know, a fancy word for a caveman. But yeah, definitely my fiance for putting up with my shit and hanging out with me and just being rad in general. So
Okay.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Anybody else want to come up back there? There's a couple girls. There's a dude. Is that your buddy?
No.
Is that the one who only fucks 215-pound girls?
No. The one that's gonna bring you whiskey is that guy.
Okay, great. Yeah. So look at you. You got a little bottle of whiskey there.
That's right. I'll put the label over
And
there.
is that your wife? Is that
That's
your
her.
girlfriend?
That's her. No, that's my wife.
I like how she just rolls in and she goes, "Yo, what's up?"
Married
man?"
as fuck.
Yeah, and it's fine. Like it's
Hell
fun.
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, it's better. I like being married way more than I like being
100%. I can go out and have a good time. Like you said, 80% of it I don't have to worry about, and it's
If your wife is hot and you enjoy fucking her, like
100%.
the rest of your life is pretty easy. You just have to worry about putting food on the table at that point.
100%.
So like that's my life, and that's why I can say the weird shit that I say all day. because I don't fucking care. She knows and everything else. What kind of whiskey did you bring?
So this is Sergeant's Valor Rye. This comes from Fort Bragg or Fort Liberty, North Carolina. If you're one of those,
We're not doing Fort Liberty.
Yeah, I'm not either. But Brad Holling and his wife Jess own this. He was out in Mogadishu in '93. He was part of the whole Black Hawk Down incident, whatever. They've since opened a distillery out in Southern Pines, North Carolina, right by the base. And so this is one of their spirits that they sell out there. So
that's fucking awesome.
Bring it out to you guys.
Let's crack it up on air. Let's do it. I don't give a fuck. I'll drink it out of the bottle. It's Friday too, so who gives a shit?
That's right.
And now that I've had like 6 hard AFs deep in there, I'll tell you one of the biggest disappointments in my life. Not many, but screen test for Black Hawk Down. One of that movie's so fucking bad.
Yeah.
And Orlando Bloom got it. I don't know the character, and I'd only seen the movie once in theaters a long time ago. But I remember calling my agent, and I was coming off The New Guy, and I go, what the fuck did he do? And he goes, man, I don't know. It's some movie with like hobbits and shit, and like Lord of the Rings wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck that dude.
Yeah,
and then boom, Lord of the Rings came out.
Dude, and Black Hawk, that cast is a fucking stacked cast. When you look at it back now, you're like, holy shit. You got Tom Hardy in there, Orlando Bloom.
And it was the same fucking studio as The New Guy, so like the same producer, all of it.
Man.
And I was like, let's go, but you didn't know and everything else. And no lie, the head of the studio told me, he goes, you don't want to do this movie anyways. I was like, I go, I love the story, and I go, the script was awesome, and it was lights out, and I go, yes, I want to do it, and he goes, no, man, whenever you do a war movie, you just kind of look dirty, and you can't really pop off that. You can't be a movie star, and I was like, no fucking way.
I don't know, man.
I agree.
Is that one of life's big regrets? There is not getting in that one.
I think because of how much I love the story and the movie and all that other stuff, because the movie turned out great. Usually you read these scripts and like, it's hit and miss. Like Heart's War was one of the greatest scripts I've ever read, and the movie turned out to be dog shit.
Yeah.
Black Hawk Down was one of the greatest scripts I've ever read, and the movie turned out to be great, and you were like, fuck, man. God damn it.
Yeah, and you got to pay homage to those guys, too. Like, it's the war movie is a fucking tough thing, man. Like
really tough, and they shot that in Morocco. So
really?
That was the other thing.
I didn't know that.
So the head of the studio was just like, yo, dude, you're going to have to live in Morocco. There's one hotel bar where, like, you can do, like, karaoke in, and he goes, the rest of it's going to fucking suck, and it's going to be hot as shit for 6 months. And I was like, I don't care. I love it, and I want to do it. And then it wasn't ultimately up to. I think Ridley Scott was the director, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
And he was rad when I met with him. He rocked, and it was great. But looking back on it, obviously Orlando Bloom became Orlando Bloom.
Yeah,
and like,
of course.
They made the right decision.
Of course. Yeah. Hey, life works out.
So you can't really be pissed about the guy coming off of Lord of the Rings, but. That movie was so good. 100%. I loved it so much, and I think that's what's disappointing. Where the others, you look back and you're like, all right, Heart's War wasn't that great.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it.
Dude, and he's got a great spot out there, man. It's they pay homage to all the air crews that are out there, and that's that hits home for me. I'm a Chinook pilot that's down at Fort Bragg, and much love to the air crews and all they do.
That's good, man.
It's good stuff. It's tasty.
God damn.
They're not amateurs.
Sergeant's
They know what
Valor.
they're doing.
That's great. Does he like the movie, by the way?
I don't know. I haven't asked them. They'll come and sit down with you, and they are real big on interacting with their customers, and they're there for the community, and it's a great spot. So the vibes are immaculate. The whiskey's even better. So it's a good spot.
It rocks, man. Thanks for bringing this.
Yeah,
I really
100%,
appreciate
100%, of course.
Who do you want to give Drink Bro of the Week to?
I got a couple if you don't mind.
Fire away.
So obviously one is going to be my amazing wife, Emily, puts up with all my shit, lets me come down here and held down the fort. I just got back from the Middle East, so took care of all the house and everything like that while I was gone. So first and foremost to my wife, Emily. Second would be the guys I fly with. We call them stick buddies, right? So of course it's got to be gay as shit, but we wiggle the cyclics or whatever. But there's also the other sticks.
Stick buddies?
Stick buddies, that's right.
And the helicopter?
Yeah, because you have the cyclic that goes in between your legs, right? And so we got to call them stick buddies because we also have another stick between our legs. So
All right, so let me ask you this.
Yeah, go for it.
Kobe. Who made that call, the pilot or Kobe?
Oh, I don't know. There's we call it command pressure. When you have someone that's forcing kind of a decision on you to make. Ultimately, it comes down to the pilot, right? You're the one flying the fucking aircraft. So if something happens, you're responsible for it. But there's definitely some pressure there. And if you're flying for Kobe, the never give up dude, like that's.
Well, can I tell you my theory?
Yeah. What's up?
All right. So here's my theory. I think because Kobe was Kobe and all that other shit, he was like, yo, he's been flying Kobe for years.
Yeah.
I think in his mind, he was like, I can't let this guy down.
That's right.
And I'll do it.
That's right.
I'm just going to do it.
That's right.
I don't think Kobe pressured him. Is a total guess, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't think Kobe pressured him. I think that he thought, hey, I can't let Kobe down. Because there was 13 people on the plane.
Right.
And it was all
family and
Well, kids who were playing in the basketball game, you know, in like an hour or whatever it was. And he goes, man, I can't let Kobe down. I've been doing this for years. That's my guess.
Yeah, there's probably not too far off, but
yeah.
Anywho, Stick Buddies, my boys Dan, Eric, and Steve. Oh my God, the amount of times we've gotten in trouble and we did get thrown out of Applebee's. Almost got arrested for going up on an Applebee's roof out in Alabama.
Potato skins?
It was everything. It was the potato skins, the mozzarella sticks, you
can get that in an appetizer platter.
Yeah, I think that's what we had. That's
Big
what we
fan
had.
of it.
And then the margaritas. So shout out to Dan, Eric, Steve, and then lastly, I'll give it to Grant and Megan out here. They're the ones that they live out in Austin, so they live between Austin and Bastrop. So we're coming out and visiting them, and glad we got to come out here. So
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you guys. And what do they do out here?
Grant works for SpaceX, and then Megan's she's a PA out here. So
no shit.
Yeah, fucking loaded.
They're good
guys.
Yep. Look at you guys at SpaceX out
right.
there.
That's right.
Tell Elon I want to get up in a rocket. I want to be a little rocket man after talking about Hugh Jacks all day. I want to do it. I want to just fly to the moon, my man. It's awesome.
Cool.
Thanks for being here, dude. For
absolutely,
real.
Man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Cheers. You guys want to come up at all? You good? His homeboy's like, no, I don't want to lose my job.
He didn't know what he got into when I brought him here.
No,
So.
he showed up and he was like, this seems fun and flirty. And then they're talking about blind kids throwing fucking balls at each other.
That's right.
And I understand it. Cool. I understand it. Who do you got up next? Look at you popping up here. Look at this little guy. Look at this little look at this little fella.
I'm travel size,
This little
all right?
critter. Look at you. My God, what's your name?
Jacob.
Jacob. Man, after the show, can I buy you a growth spurt? I'll do it, dude. I'll take you down.
I'm going to need like 2 or 3, dog.
Okay. Yeah.
Here, you can give me
Cheers, man. Welcome up to the show. I was not expecting that. I've had a lot of drinks, and then obviously the shot that's starting to make me sweat here. And I saw your little body walk up. And I was like, oh, shit. Do you represent the Lollipop Land at all or no?
No, but I represent Holocaust roleplay.
Do you really?
No, I'm fucking
Are you
with
into that?
No.
Fuck, I've seen that porn before, and I was like, man, who actually does that? You look like a guy that would do it. Dress up like a little German soldier and be like, hey, cool. It's off to the thing. Yeah.
Hey, man, my grandfather actually died in the Holocaust.
Did he really?
Yeah, he got drunk, fell off
Jewish?
the watchtower.
Oh, shut the fuck up. That would be crazy, dude. Holy shit.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah. God damn it, dude. You got it's all gas appliances in your apartment. You turn that up.
Yeah, pretty much. God. Hey, I didn't get cold when it froze.
No, you sure didn't. You sure didn't. Tell everybody your name.
Name's Jacob Feely.
There you go. Who do you want to give Drinkin' Bro of the Week to?
Gonna give it to.
Good.
All right.
Good.
So first one, my dad.
Okay.
You know, he's the one that's been pushing me my entire life. Tough love was really the thing that I needed when I was growing up because I was a little fucking prick going through my teen years. And yeah, he's
At least you can admit it. I think we all were.
Yeah.
Like, I think we all were a little dickheads.
There
growing
comes
up
a
through our
certain
teenage
age
years.
where you go from denying it to accepting it.
Well, and you start challenging your dad too.
That's not a good idea.
No, never is,
No.
dude. I saw
I
my
think I'd need another
stepbrother
50
go up
pounds
against
for
my
that.
dad. Yeah, dude, he worked him over on a Thanksgiving, and I was like, I'm not doing that bullshit.
Yeah. Let someone else learn.
Yeah, I got to watch that firsthand, brother. Who else?
The second Drinkin' Bros, my buddies back there, Adam, Clint, Billy. They've been with me since we were fucking knee high, man.
Yeah, you're still knee high.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
didn't grow.
exactly.
Those guys
Exactly.
did. They look a little taller, but
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Are you guys all here for the bachelor party?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that
Yep.
rocks, dude. Congratulations. Where are you guys going out tonight?
Tonight we're actually just heading back to a buddy's to stay. Tomorrow we're going on a float trip down San Marcos.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Take some 12 packs with you, a Hard AF seltzers out in the lobby. For real. Just take it with you and then get fucked up down the river. It's going to be hot
Absolutely.
tomorrow, though. I saw that weather report from Hannah Rucker on our local news. She said it was going to be 104 tomorrow. So be careful out there in the heat, for Christ's sakes. But this is awesome, man. Thanks for coming
Yeah,
up, for
absolutely.
real.
Actually, got you a little something.
What do you got there? What do you got there? Cocaine? Anything fun?
Yeah, something a little.
Really?
I found this picture online.
Okay. You got a picture online.
Flag.
All right.
So it's what I call the Bucky's Jihadi flag.
A Bucky's Jihadi flag. All right, throw that over to me, and then I'll put this up on screen. Here we go. A Bucky's Jihadi. Holy shit, dude. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Where did this come from?
I found the image online on
This
on
is
Instagram.
so
and so I went to
fucking
Amazon
hilarious,
and decided
dude.
to have the image made.
I'm gonna go protest. I'm gonna go protest Israel with this. with my Bucky's Jihad. Whoa, and then just go out there and see what happens.
Hell
this
yeah.
is great. It smells nice. You smell nice.
Thank you.
Is that inside you all day?
Yeah.
Well,
Right,
shit.
right up the keister.
I got a guy that would love to meet you. His name is Hugh Jackman. I got to get off the air because I'm getting too fucked up today. But we appreciate all you guys being here. If you're in Austin, stop on down to the studio and come up and give Drinkin' Bro of the Week and we can get fucked up. And is there one more that wants to come up? God, fuck it. Yeah, play the music, Delco. Let's go. It's Friday. Let's go. Get him wet. There it is. Yeah. You got something else? You got moonshine? Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
It is, but
I'm in. I don't give a fuck. Did you make this yourself?
so I made that in
Pop
my
the
bedroom.
single on me so we can show this. There we go. All right. So this just looks like dirty brown water.
So I
A
made
little
that
bit
in
of
my
dookie
bedroom.
water. Did you really?
I did.
In your bathtub?
I actually have the picture on my phone right now.
What is it? What is this? First
It
of
is
all?
whiskey. It's 104 proof whiskey.
104 proof, but did you make it in a bathtub?
No, I didn't make it in a bathtub. Here, I'll go ahead and show you the image.
All right. Am I going to get sick from this? Like, is this
No.
Flint shit?
No,
Okay.
I've made nobody sick yet.
Yet. Okay, great. Show me the image and then I'll drink it.
Here, there you are.
All right, fuck it. I guess, dude. Who knows? If I die, I die today. Like, it is what it is.
That's the way I live every day.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I don't, bro. I'm way too important to the world. You know what I'm saying? Come
Not
on,
me.
brother.
Not me, dog.
Let's get fired up here. So what's the sitch here? How do you make your own whiskey?
So, 4 pounds of water, or 4 gallons of water,
Mm-hmm.
12 pounds of sugar. Put a little bit of yeast in there. Ferment it for about 3 days or so.
Okay.
And then I start flavoring it with like the Jack Daniels chips you can get online.
Sure.
So they're for like smoking and shit. But I put that in that shit,
Okay.
and it makes it into brown shit. So
Man, this sounds like toilet wine in prison, bro. I'm gonna be real.
Just
I
drink
feel
it.
like you're making this in a sock, and
Hey,
I'm like,
I kid
hey.
you not, me and another dude in the back drank 13 shots of that shit in one night, and we didn't feel it until probably about midnight or so.
Okay.
Started drinking at about 9, but you'll probably feel that.
And that's when the broke back shit started. That's fine.
Yeah, it's exactly whenever it started.
Let's smell this real quick. Hey, it smells nice. I mean, look, it's got a nice smell to it.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Somebody some importance. And this is actually going on air. I'm actually surprised about this.
This will be on YouTube. This isn't bad, man. I mean, it's pretty
Really?
fucking good. Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cheers, man. Holy shit.
Yes, sir.
So you made this on your own?
Yeah.
God damn. All right. Because usually 104, it's a blowback where you're like, all right, anything over a 90, where you're just like, oh man, that's a little harsh in the back of the fucking.
I
lungs
started
there.
drinking at 19. Didn't have much experience with it before then, but ever since then, I only do the hard shit. So
Yeah.
my grandpa taught me how to make it, so that's the way I make it from now.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Don't sell it, but I will still get fucked up on it.
Maybe you will one day. You never know.
I still get fucked up on it.
I know, but maybe you'll sell it one day. You never know.
Eh,
Keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. That's
Yes,
what
sir.
Dick Clark used to tell me all the time. I don't know if he said that. I have no idea if he said that. Zero. Who do you want to give Drinkin' Bro of the Week to?
Hey, my buddy Adam, he's getting married this weekend. Or nah,
not
yeah, I
this
messed up on
weekend,
that
no.
part, but still. Huh?
November 4th is
Oh
when he's
yeah,
getting
it's like
married.
sometime. Yeah.
Oh
I don't know
shit, you're
whenever
getting
it is,
married
but-
the day before the election?
No
Damn,
way.
dude.
I even just realized that. See, I've been drinking since I got in here,
Yeah.
and it's felt like home ever since.
Sure.
And I'm glad that I'm here. Hey, I'm actually a first-time listener.
No, get the fuck out of here.
I will.
Subscribe. Subscribe. That's what we subscribe, rate it,
Actually,
do all the fun shit.
I actually befriended you all on Instagram before I walked in here.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I don't. We got a social media chick, but I'll take your word for it. You know, I love you.
Don't take my word for shit.
I won't. You're a dirty little liar, aren't you? You're a filth bucket.
Hey,
You're a little filth bucket, your buddy here.
My
the
dad's
things that
been
you
on
guys are going to
TV.
get into this weekend are going to be nasty down there on 6th
I
Street.
can guarantee you I'm going to make it the worst experience possible.
I bet.
Yeah.
Is this the guy that only fucks the girls over 215, 220? That's him.
Okay, my limit's 200, okay?
Bullshit.
My limit's 200.
Bring
okay,
a fucking
yeah.
bring a fucking scale out this weekend. That's all I'm gonna say, dude. Oh, a lot of
take
people
a
sucking it
202.
in. Oh,
I'll take a 202, okay?
You liar, dude. He goes up to a deuce and a half. I can see it in your eyes, you son of a bitch.
You can't see shit in my eyes, okay? I got them half closed right now. I'm like,
You're not even near the microphone, so it doesn't like no one can hear you. There you go.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Deuce and a half out of you.
Deuce and a half.
That's all I'm seeing. That's all I'm
Hey.
seeing. All right. We got to get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
Dad,
thank y'all for having me.
I got a business dinner, and Daddy's going down. I'm gonna have to switch it up there when I get to that thing. Appreciate you tuning in, kids. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. Also, head on over to Spotify. It's just a 5-star, and you can walk away. For D'Anthony and Anthony Holloway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin' Bros podcast. Slurring my words, everybody. Good night, motherfuckers.